So I was in college taking a break after a lengthy discussion about a huge event that I will do in the future. In the break, I was reading some articles, reading some dumb stuff that I found on Twitter. Then I stumbled upon this article. I read through this entire thing, and it's just torturous. I cannot believe the amount of bullcrap that this article have. Do you know how much bullcrap that this article have? Do you know what I did? I actually went on the effort to take a piece of paper and dissect every single argument. I just want to take the cancerous argument out of the way and see if I can debunk all of them. I have read the full article, and you know how much points that I have to work with? Yeah, that much. I have wasted 1 1/4 of paper just for dissecting every bullcrap written on this one freaking article, and this video is gonna dissect every point made. Be prepared for the headline, folks. Be very freaking prepared. If you're a frequent gamer, if you're a frequent Steam user, if you're a frequent PC gamer, Steam turned toxic and Valve doesn't care. Oh my god, I don't even.
That's how we do it.
PC gaming's most important storefront is all too often an unmoderated playground for harassers and trolls, damaging developers and gamers alike. 1. Weasel word. Words that create an impression that a specific and or meaningful statement has been made when only a vague or ambiguous claim has been communicated, enabling the specific meaning to be denied if the statement is challenged, as in all too often, challenged with the question, how often? 2. Unmoderated playground, huh?
I'm going to touch one thing that the video gaming press doesn't want to touch with a 2-foot pole. And I want to talk about the toxic gaming community. But it's not the thing which you are thinking, right? I want to show you 2 examples of the most awful types of forums that you will find in the video game industry. They come in 2 flavors. Number 1 is the Nazi forum, the one where the moderators are running amok. Reason 1, 1-day warning. Anything regarding sensitive subjects is not welcome on these forums. That includes Gamergate and social justice warriors. There is no rule banning you from talking about sensitive subjects. Absolutely not. They pulled this out of their ass, and I don't understand why. Someone, which also got banned, posted to this thread, and he says, before I consider buying XCOM 2, I just want to know if the community is still ran by safe spacers. These forums are the first place I ever heard of the word misogyny, and it's the first time I was ever disciplined for making a joke, or seen people disciplined for wrong thing. Safe spaces are only safe to the people who fit inside the safe space hogbox, who express the correct views and opinions, and is absolutely toxic to anyone outside, and I will not financially support such intolerance. Will I get disciplined for making politically incorrect remarks or jokes? Of course the guy got banned. In my brief time being here, I seen one strange incident. A person had no way of purchasing the game on Steam because whatever reason, it was not possible for him. He was looking for advice on what he could do, and another user told him via proxy VPN Tor he could log in Steam and bypass the regional restriction and buy it this way. Moderator swept in and issued a warning to the advising person because he was talking of piracy, which is not true, and breaching EULAs being illegal. I make a statement that the word piracy wasn't mentioned and made it clear that an EULA is not illegal to begin with since EULAs are not law. Got issued a permanent warning for talking about the moderator action or backseat moderating or whatever. So you can see the pleasant atmosphere in this forum. You can see why it's such a nice place to be, an overall great community to be a part of, where the moderators are doing this shit.
That's 1 out of 4 videos that V made about the cancerous moderators on the gaming community. What happened in that video is the exact freaking opposite of your claim. We're just 1 sentence in and you already freaking lied. 3. You've made your opening statement without showing what a harasser and a troll really is. In fact, there is no picture or citations or evidences that directly link to a specific troll. If Steam is so toxic and rampant of harassers, you can just open a nearby Steam page, take a screenshot, a couple or 10, and post it right there. Give citations, proofs, anything for damaging developers and gamers in what way? Is it the rage-inducing dumbass fest like in Sunset, or is it throwing the sexist bomb like in Chinese Room, as if these game developers can't do bad things? 5. Since you cannot define damage, I assume that you have equated damaging abuse as constructive criticism. If these trolls and harassers are damaging game developers by giving legitimately bad reviews, then it's not damaging, it's actually constructive. If you find legitimate criticisms damaging, step off of the internet and go back to your safe space where you absolutely freaking belong, you baby snowflake. The reason isn't usability or bugginess or anything like that. Steam has its issues, but by and large it's a solid piece of technology, but rather the community that Valve has allowed to thrive on its platform. Community, as in 90% of normal people who play games, as in actual freaking gamers, as in not the 10% trolls and harassers. Oh, that's a very idealistic assumption for you to assume that only 10% of the internet are trolls. Assumption? Well, let's check back to a group of gamers that journalists kept demonizing. Gamergate. The news kept saying that it's a group full of harassers and women-hating gamers. Newsweek did a study and it shows that it's all harassment. Well, that was debunked. Twice. The last one shows that only 0.66% of Gamergate-related accounts were harassers. 0.66%. When I say 10%, I am not assuming, I am exaggerating. So this article has lined its scope to the 90%. I'm going to give checkpoints of every single bad thing that this article say about the 90%. Let's start with harassers and trolls. The problem is this. Steam is almost entirely unmoderated. Proven that wrong already. And Valve makes pretty much zero effort to rein any behavior on its platform that isn't outright illegal. How the frick do you know that Valve pretty much makes zero effort? Can you please provide us examples of Valve ignoring these trolls? Or even better, if Steam is this toxic space that you're referring to, can you provide examples of the most vile and toxic comments in the forums? How frequent are these comments? How? I'm just asking for one evidence, just one. Go to Steam, find at least 10 comments, press that filthy button, save the freaking file, and post it to your web. How hard is it? I have 2-hour videos detailing about the real toxicity happening in the Steam forums, and they're not toxic in the way you describe it. I need one example of your definition of toxic, please. As a consequence, it's open season for the worst behaviors and tactics of the internet's reactionary malcontents, the weapon of choice being brigading, whereby huge numbers of users from one of the internet's cesspits are sent into downvote, post terrible reviews, or simply fill content pages with bile. What are these bad behaviors and tactics you're referring to? Can you show us on how they're bad? Can you give actual citation of people brigading towards certain games? What games are they brigading for bad reviews? What are the games? What? Who? When? Where? Why? What's going on? Where's the citations? Citation needed. Citation freaking needed.
Citation needed! Do you have any evidence to back up any of that shit that you've just been saying, or are you just spouting a bunch of pseudo-political bullshit, positing your subjective opinion as if it's objective fact, and using a bunch of hearsay and rumor to try and lend some credibility to your flimsy position? Maybe I'll do some legwork for you, but let's try and see if we can actually find anything to support your position. Oh look, there's no citations or evidence over here. I wonder if there's any hiding over here. Oh no, wait, look, there isn't. It's almost like you're talking complete shit. My sources are below. Get wrecked, scrub.
Also, internet's reactionary malcontents, because why not? Let's step on the brakes here for a moment and talk about the reason why this article exists. Why is this article making baseless, salacious arguments on the existence of trolls and harassers in the stream forum? Why is this article targeting 90% of the entire Steam community? Why does this guy genuinely believe that 90% of the bad reviews and scores were out of users brigading to give these games bad reviews and scores? If the toxicity of Steam is so rampant that it affects anyone who would even dare take a step on it, then why are there no examples? I mean, shouldn't it be simple enough to give at least one? Because this article doesn't give anything. This article is nothing but a conspiracy theory. The conspiracy is that 90% of all gamers brigade into a certain game developer or a certain game and drop in negative reviews. Well, I'm not done with this article. There's still so much bullcrap that I've split this video into 3. That's right, 3. Tune in next week because the purpose of this conspiracy is a hell of a lot scarier than you might think. I split this video into 3 parts because I respect your time, but don't worry viewers, it'll worth every single second. That is not all for the video today. If you like this, you can go ahead and click the like button and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.